Pierce Gaming News today. It's gonna be a good day, I think. Well, kinda, I guess. But yeah, I hope your guys' day is going good. Now let's just jump right into the gaming news. A widespread bug makes Dead or Alive 5 freeze on the Xbox One. Basically, its game is having issues. I mean, many people have reported it, and Tecmo Koei, I believe that's the right developer's name, they are working on an official patch, but the article said YouTube videos, you can just look up like Dead or Alive crash, and like I guess a bunch of searches will just come up on the screen. And I think it's almost game broken. One of them ended in like 1 minute and 39 seconds. It's like, oh my god, like, is the game really that unplayable? And the developer did say Team Ninja is working with Microsoft. So pretty much what that means is that they're trying to figure out, a problem to fix the game, but there's no guarantees. And I guess the person in the article that wrote it said they reached out and he never got a response. But we'll just have to see, I guess. There is a temporary fix, by the way, so if any of you are playing this game, disabling throwdowns and basically like it works, then can't confirm that, but they say it works. I've never played Dead or Alive series ever in my life, so I don't know like what to say for it. I mean, it looks kinda like, I don't know, from the screenshots and the gameplay, it looks more like a Mortal Kombat kind of game. I could be wrong, but it looks kind of like a Mortal Kombat, or even like a Super Smash Brothers. But I hope they fix this, and I'm really getting sick of these games though that are basically dead on arrival. It's really getting sickening, because it's like, okay, you spend a certain amount of money on a game and it's like literally like you can't play it. It's like you gotta wait for patches. I wonder what people did back in the day when there was no patches at all. They had to either get the game right from the get-go or risk losing a bunch of money because no one would buy the game, if you guys follow what I'm saying. So like N64, PS2, and before that, PS2 and I guess before, and I guess the later days of the 360 and PS3. But there was patch updates for each game. Or there weren't. They had no choice. They either made the game right and make sure every single bug is out, because once you release it, it's released. There's no going back. So I feel like these developers are just getting extremely lazy. Now this is just like a small piece of the pie, but like you look at people claim Assassin's Creed Unity. I never had any issues when I played Assassin's Creed Unity, even when it first released. But they claim that game was extremely buggy. What are some other games? Was Watch Dogs? I can't remember what Watch Dogs was, but I just know that was a huge hype thing, and the game didn't live up to it. I don't think it was buggy though. There was a few others. I just can't think of them right now. But I feel like these developers are just getting extremely lazy with developing these games, and it really actually grinds my gears, because we're paying them for a product that we expect to be good, if not perfect, and done and on time. So basically, the people that buy the game, I don't know, in the first 3 months after release, you're basically buying a beta test for that game. That's all you're really doing, honestly. You're spending $60 to beta test the game, because pretty much games that release I know aren't going to be perfect, like at launch. That's already a given nowadays. It's like there's always at least going to be a patch somewhere. But whatever. I hope developers just take more time and develop these games. Moving on. Xbox One March system update, like preview, it adds a screenshot feature, which is like the main update feature. And screenshot is really cool. I really like screenshot. It's like, probably, I'm assuming it's gonna be like cell phone screenshot, but that'd be cool if like you saw something on the screen, but you like, I wonder how I could save this. You just take a screenshot of it and you can send it to your friends. I'm not sure if the PS4 has this though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the PS4 has this feature. But it's awesome that the Xbox is getting this, because it's just a small little, feature that is in there, So yeah, if you like see something, you're like, oh, I wish I could save this, and then you're like, oh, I can just screenshot it, and I can remember it for next time, or whatever, share it with your friends, whatever you want to do. So yeah, I look forward to that for the Xbox One update. And I guess the Order 1886 is basically gorgeous. Like, the best, I believe it's the best looking game on PS4 to date. But I guess it plays like a PS2 game. And like I always said, graphics do not make up for games at all. Yeah, it says right here, the Order is arguably the best looking console game released to date. And, I mean, even though the game looks absolutely amazing, there's there's no replay value. One, because it's not online, and two, it's a story-driven game. There's usually no replay value in the game. Those two things, that's what people buy games for. There's no online. Oh yeah, I just said that. There's no online like feature even. Like, you can't play with your friends online. There's no multiplayer. There's nothing. And I guess the game length is around 10 hours or so. But yeah, it's a cool idea that they got like a new developer that hasn't made a game for the PS4 before. But like, when you look back at it, it's like, was it really worth it? You know. So is this game a flop? I'm not quite sure. I can't determine that yet. I don't know how many numbers it sold. I don't know like what it plays like, but I know there's like quick time events, which for the life of me, I hate that. I hate quick time events. I never liked them in a game ever. I feel like the game should just play, you know, as it is, real time. Quick time events are like, oh, press square, punch, you know, press X, something, block. It's like, it gets really annoying after a while. Just leave quick time events out of the game. That's probably how they made it look so gorgeous, though, because they didn't have to do like real play or real time, you know. But the Order 1886 looks pretty good. I mean, I guess it's really brutal. But yeah, this game looks good, and let me just read a review here on Metacritic. I'll start with actually two of them. So, Gaming Trend posted, literally no game has ever looked this good. It's strange to even write that, but the Order 1886 raises the bar so far above its competitors that it stands in class by itself, joined by a soundtrack that perfects the mood, and the Order is a cinematic masterpiece. So that's the best one so far, because the game just did release today. And Digital Trends wrote, the Order 1886 is a terrible game, not because it's broken or made without skill. Certainly not because it's an average length, story-driven shooter with minimum replay value. It's just a bad game, forgettable in every conceivable way, and safely ignored by all the most ardent trophy hunters. So Digital Trends makes a really good point on that. It's basically, you play it once and you're done. You could rent this game from Family Video, or, you know, whatever place, video rental store you go to. But I know in, like, California and stuff, they don't have those anymore, so you're kind of out of luck there. But what I always do, this is just me personally, like, if a game releases, like, unless it's like a sports game, I guess I didn't even look at gameplay for Unity either when I bought it. I just bought it launch because I like the Assassin's Creed series. But this is what I personally do. So I give a game, you know, I never thought about buying, like, probably I might buy Project Cars, we'll see, or even The Witcher. First, I will wait till the game releases, look at the reviews, look at some gameplay, and determine my decision from that. Like, I wait usually a week after the game comes out to even consider buying it, you know? So, I mean, pretty much that's what I do. That's what I recommend you guys to do too. I don't like to see people like go out and buy a game because it's, you know, like, oh, you gotta have it. I like to buy a game for quality, and I like to buy it for, I'm really dropping $60 on a game. That's over, like, I don't know, it's almost $3/4 of $100. It's a little over half. It's probably about 60% of $100. Yeah, it is. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's almost Friday, guys. 60% of $100. And that's a lot of money, to be honest with you. Like, some people are like, oh, it's nothing, and then they go and buy the DLC. It's like, okay, you guys are just throwing away your money on this game that's going to release next year. But for you guys, and like, I'd highly recommend that you do a little research before you buy a game, because like, say I want to get Uncharted 4, okay, but I'm not gonna pay $60 for it to play the story mode once and then not get any replay value out of it again. Just like this, You could just go rent the game for, 5 nights, 7 nights, whatever. Play through the story, and you'll be like, okay, a good game, But that just, if you guys get anything from this video, just do some research before you determine making a purchase. Alright? That's what I'm going to leave you guys with. And the question of the day. What should the question of the day be? It is going to be... I had it. What would you like to see? What game are you guys looking at purchasing this year? Leave it down below in the comments. Alright guys, make sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.